Hello everyone, today we are going to take a look at the Synology DS923 Plus model. We are going to take a look at the unit and then we are going to quickly set up it, and let's jump right to it. So the front panel here, we have LEDs for the status, we have a USB port and a power button. We have 4 bay doors, each with its locking key. We have locking keys, a set of 2 keys included in the box. On the rear panel here we have 2 fans and we have 2 gigabit connectors. They can be binded for higher speed, and we have a very interesting thing and very good thing. We have an external SATA port and we can connect this to another unit, and you can quickly do a connection between the 2 boxes and you are not going to have a speed loss. Then you have an extra USB here. On this port here you can upgrade this to a 10 gigabit LAN connectivity. Also underneath it you get 2 bays here, and you can install 2 Synology NVMe modules, and those can be used for several things such as installing your apps on them, so they run a lot more faster. And in theory this model also supports cache acceleration using SSD to make this faster. Then if we take this base out, let's take a quick look also inside. You can see the rail for the hard drives, you can see the Razer card behind, and on this part here you can see the pre-installed memory. It has 4 gigabytes of RAM installed, and you can add another module. Of course it needs to be on Synology compatibility list, but this unit can support up to 32 gigabits of RAM, and you can remove the first pre-installed memory, so you have 2 available slots. There isn't a memory soldered on the motherboard, which is good because you are not stuck with using just one single module. Now let's install the hard drives, and with this occasion we are going to take a look at the tray. It's made from a pretty good plastic. It has here a rubber silicone damper, and also here it has where this locking rail is fitted, it has silicone bushings, so when you actually install the hard drive, it's going to be held around the sides and the bottom here with foam and silicone pads, so they will soak up the vibration of the drive, making the whole unit a bit more silent. Then you have to fix these rails back, and just like that we have prepared the first drive, and we can insert that. Also take care with this pin, because here the plastic is rather thin, so when you are putting the drive into here you might somehow break it if you are forcing this, so it's better to push it a bit and then continue. So take care with that pin not to break it. Today I will be installing only 2 hard drives. I'm going to use the hybrid RAID option because in the next days I'm going to receive 2 more drives which I'm going to install. So I want to start the unit, start working with it. So with the hybrid RAID it is the best option, because after I insert the new drives I can extend my array. Also, in case you are wondering what is inside the box beside the NAS unit itself, you get the power adapter with their own model of plug here, different type, not the usual one. Then you have not one but 2 patch cords, which is great. You have the bay door key. You have extra screws to fix smaller hard drives such as 2.5 drives, not 3.5. And that's it. You get Synology office location and a quick installation guide. So let's hook the unit to the network and power and start it up. Okay, so first thing to do is to go to the download center on Synology website. You are going to select your unit, and then on desktop utilities you are going to search for Synology Assistant. After you install that, it's this utility which is going to help you find your NAS into the network. So it's not installed. Yes, we need to install it. So we are going to connect to it, and we have to agree here, and it's going to open a web page. And now we are setting it up. So I'm going to click on install, automatically download latest version. Okay, because I already have it online. It says that it's going to delete the data on my drives, and I understand that. And now we have to wait until it downloads and installs the latest operating system. And the setup is done, and now we have to wait 10 minutes, and we are not allowed to turn power off during this process because we can break something. So we are just going to let it do its thing for 10 minutes. And now the unit is doing some beeping sounds, and it's launching the built-in packages. It didn't take 10 minutes. It actually took something like 2 or 3 minutes. And now we still have to wait for it to continue. And welcome to DSM 7.2 Next Generation Data Management. Start. So we are going to put here a device name, administrator account, password, and we need to confirm that password. And now we have an option to automatically install important DSM and package updates only, which is recommended. I'm just going to let it default with the recommended one. I'm going to skip to create a Synology account right now. Skip anyway. No, I will not agree to send my data. And remind me later. And remind me later. And now I'm going to use email for important recovery. And with the email address confirmed, now I can create a storage pool. And I get here an error that something is not okay. This is crashed and crashed. So I'm going to actually format those. It's actually detecting something on those drives which was previously used on another storage unit, which I don't have anymore. Although the drives have been theoretically formatted, they are not formatted. So somehow I need to actually delete these and do a new storage pool. So I'm going to try to remove this. Okay, okay. And now I'm going to create a new one. I have got rid of the beeping sound, and I'm going to go with the hybrid option here. And I'm going to choose the two drives that I have currently installed. This is interesting. All right. And I'm going to use maximum here. I'm going to go with the BTR file system. I'm not going to encrypt it right now. And I'm going to apply. And all the data on the drives would be erased now. It's interesting that at the initial setup, it asked me that to confirm that I'm going to format the drives, and I said yes, but it didn't format them, and they were coming from a DNAS array, and there were 4 drives, and I was using just 2 of them, and it somehow detected the original size of that storage space. And my volume is now healthy, so everything should be working up, and now I can actually dive into the apps and starting to configure this to add share folders and so on, and later on I'm going to add more drives, and hopefully this will go pretty smooth from now on. I'm also going to go into the control panel and check the HDD hibernation. It says enable 20 minutes, it's okay. And then I'm going to enable UPS support. I have a small APC, but should provide enough. It's a USB connectivity, not until battery low, but I'm going to wait 20 seconds. Okay, and I'm going to apply. Let's see if I press on device information. Yes, I get the information from the UPS. I can see the estimated runtime and charge level, so everything is working up properly. But not least, I'm going to also give you a tip. If you are going to make a Synology account, you can benefit probably here from extended warranty. If you register, you should get extra 2 years and have expedited advanced replacement services and so on. So it's worth a try. You can create an account, go there and see what you can do. Register the unit. So that was it for now. As you can see, it's super simple to install this network attached storage, and now the real work begins with creating folders, shares, installing apps, and so on. That's for you to decide what you need to do and what you need to configure. So until my next video, see you and bye bye.